Hey guys, Dexter here, and I've got a little open hi-hat thing for you guys to try out. This is a very simple groove, but quite tricky to do, and I've kind of designed this to target an area that a lot of drummers ignore, and people are able to do open hi-hats. So grooving away, lift up my foot, woo! There we go. So they're able to get that. But one thing that tends to catch a lot of people out when they see it is bass drums and open hi-hats at the same time, because as your bass drum foot goes down, your left foot, your hi-hat foot, is coming up, and that creates a whole imbalance, and it can end very badly with you falling off your chair. So, but this is, like I say, I've made this groove to target that problem, and the more time you spend with this, the more comfortable you're going to be with this little weakness that I tend to see in a lot of drummers. So, again, bass drum and open hi-hat. So lifting up our left foot to get that open hi-hat, we're going to put a bass drum with it. And then we're going to close it down to play the second hi-hat. And then we're going to have a snare drum and hi-hat together. So first three notes just there, open hi-hat, left foot up, close that hi-hat down just before you then hit it. And then snare drum and hi-hat together. So spend some time getting that, and again, the foot thing, that's where it gets a little bit tricky. If you're having trouble coordinating your feet, great exercise is just doing any kind of warm-up patterns that you do with your hands, but do them with the feet. So if you like doing singles, right, left, right, left, right, left, just do singles with the feet, right, left, right, left. Okay, just feel how uncomfortable that is, and then get used to it. Then doubles, right, right, left, left, right, right, left. Try that with the feet. Just groups of two. Okay, and then you could even take something like a paradiddle. Right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. These more complicated phrases. And again, doing that with the feet, just to build up control, and then that makes this kind of thing a lot easier, because you've got, again, more control. You're building up that connection between your brain and your feet to do those more complicated phrases. So anyway, bass drum and open hi-hat, hat, snare and hat, and then we're going for another bass drum and open hat. So 1 and 2 and if you're still struggling with the open hi-hat, just work on the hi-hat on its own. 1 and 2 and just get used to that feeling of opening and closing it, and again, getting used to the coordination between your right hand and your left foot. If you find a problem in your drumming, strip out everything else and just focus on that problem. Okay, stick a band-aid on it, make it nice, and get it better, and then you can go back to trying to put everything else over the top of it. So anyway, 1 and 2 and then we're going to go for another hi-hat on its own, followed by another bass drum and an open hi-hat, followed by a snare drum and a hat, and then a hi-hat. So first half, and then second half, and again, split it up into sections as well if you're struggling to eat the whole thing in one go. So, and that's the groove. But again, the tricky thing, trying to get that, just that motion of bass drum and open hi-hat, followed very quickly with that left foot, closing it down. And that's called a HiHat Back. If you want to get more complicated with that, you can get into some really cool kind of funky things. There's lots of cool stuff you can do just with that kind of sound. So anyway, right, and then just spend some time with this groove, get nice and comfortable with that phrase. And basically, you just kind of, whenever you're doing a groove, see if every time you play a bass drum, put an open hi-hat with it. And you get some really cool little sounds. It just makes your bass drum sound. Bass drums sound cool on their own, but just with that little kind of pop behind it. Pop. Is that what it sounds like? Pop. Just makes it sound even cooler and just kind of cuts through that little bit more. Anyway, please subscribe if you're new, guys, if you want to get more into this kind of thing. I've actually got a course on kind of getting basic open hi-hat kind of cymbal placements, and we'll just go through multiple placements of having that open hi-hat and just getting you nice and comfortable with that. If you want access to that course, again, it's progressive, takes you from easier stuff into harder stuff. Again, you click that join button, you signed up as a channel member, and again, you get access to everything straight away, all of the different courses and things, and I release new courses every single week. So if you're interested, click that join button and find out more. In the meantime, you guys take it easy, and I'll see you soon.